Hello and welcome to episode 12 of our AGS Success video blog, bringing the science of learning to you at home. Now this episode is going to be slightly different because we're going to focus on the slight changes we're going to be making to homework, or what we like to call AGS Enhance, that's going to take place in September.
Basically, we've been talking for all of these videos so far about how we can best improve independent study for students. And we've been realising over the last couple of years really that we get to year 11 and we start talking about revision on top of homework. And actually we say that revision is the most important thing that students need to do to learn for their exams. So why aren't we doing revision all the way through the 5 years at school? So we just kind of flip our homework a little bit, take it less away from it being about compliance, about completing a task, and more about learning. So what we're going to be doing is essentially giving the parents more opportunities to have the information that needs to be learned and know exactly what needs to be learned, whether that's little quizzes or information sheets, and then actually say to the students, we don't want you to do a task, we want you to learn this information, and we'll almost check that your homework's been done by whether you are able to tell us what you've learned when you come back into school.
Great, and that backs up, obviously the first video we ever did was on retrieval practice and actually trying to remember information and recall information. So I suppose that backs up that very point that we made way back in video 1.
Yeah, absolutely. So homework now will be geared towards students performing retrieval practice at home, either on their own or with family members or with friends, and then also the aspect of more retrieval practice when they come back into school. So again, instead of handing in a sheet that's been completed, potentially that it might have been researched or with help from a parent or with help from a friend, we're actually checking whether the students have learned the information, but at the same time, as you say, in the act of checking, we're strengthening their memory at the same time.
Perfect. Also, we mentioned previously in a video about habit stacking and actually getting students into the habit of doing those study tasks independently and building them on other more kind of concrete habits that they already have. Again, this is going to be really important for that, isn't it?
Yeah, what our students find the hardest thing about independent study is just having the motivation to get started, and that isn't a slight on our students at all. I think all of us find that in our daily lives, and certainly we've done a lot of research into kind of high-powered businesses and how they run, and that science of habits is really coming through again and again. So what we want to do is enable the students to get into a habit instead of waiting for, have I got homework today, or what homework have I got today, or having that first conversation when you come in the house of, do you have any homework? Oh, I'm not sure, let me check my diary. You've got the information, you've got a bit of a structure. Every night there can be some form of homework or retrieval practice or learning, so it just gets the students used to doing that, and it breaks down that motivation factor because it just becomes something they do every day, just in small chunks, as we've talked about before.
Perfect. And lastly, one thing I want to kind of just touch on as well was study spaces. We've talked before about how parents can help making sure that there's a flat surface, a quiet area. Clearly this is going to be key if this is going to be happening every day and students are going to be doing that retrieval practice and having the time to focus on that information to learn it. That study space is going to be key for this.
Yeah, touching again on habits, this is going to be a new thing for a lot of our students. The idea of doing something every day is going to be new, and again, the science behind habits, it's a lot easier to start a new habit if it's in a new location. Now, it doesn't mean that all of our students have to start going to the library to do their homework, but even something like we've talked before, of just having a desk that's designated as the study space, or doing it in a different room that you don't already associate with your leisure time, could actually have a lot of benefits.
Perfect, great. Well, we hope that's been interesting to give you a little sneak peek of what's going to come in September. We will obviously be giving more information and communicating things in September itself, along with some parents' evenings where you can come in and actually talk to us and we can demonstrate and model exactly how we want this to be done. But we hope you have a great summer and we'll see you again in September. Thank you.